Okay. So let's see, everything seems to be nominal, I think. Let's continue with Half-Life 1. So last time I was here in this closed-in hallway, which had sealed myself into so that I could feel safe while finishing the game. And so, if you remember last time, I had killed a security guard, I believe, because I accidentally shot him because my gun fires by itself sometimes and his body is mysteriously vanished. So, without further ado, there's something I wanted to try here. Yeah, you might have noticed last time this hanging scientist here. So, let's see what happens if... doesn't seem to work. It seems like wait a minute, we can get directly under him like that, can't we? Always annoys me how slippery things feel in this game. Don't think it's possible to kill him though. That's my favourite scientist scream, by the way, that last one you heard just then. So yeah, we'll go back through these vents and then after that we'll be ready to progress further onward. So this is where we came down to last time, and now because we're faced with it. We're faced with another big, obvious, locked red door. We need to figure out how to get out of here, and conveniently enough, there just happens to be a little service ladder up there which we can use. So, and lots of people don't really figure this out, but you don't even really need this big metal box here to reach the ladder. You can just jump onto this little one and then get up onto the ladder like so. And so now we need to get down here through this vent. As you can see, the head crab saw me before I could manage to get down here, and so it got the jump on me. I don't know, but the odds weren't exactly good for your survival, were they? Yes, you know that Black Mesa's getting up to some pretty dodgy stuff when they've got mounted sentry machine guns set up from the wall, from the ceilings, haven't you? But luckily this one seems to be timed, so I'll go and run down there and get that chocolate bar before it starts up again. And then hopefully everything will go for the best after this. Oh no, maybe not. Ouch, took a few there. And another. But watch this now, it's funny. Yes, head crabs aren't exactly the smartest creatures. Once they see you, they'll come at you in a straight line, regardless of any danger that might be evident to those of us with common sense. Like these are gonna come now and trying to attach themselves to my head. Yeah, so the desire to get on top of my head is so strong that they're completely oblivious to the threat to their lives posed by that ceiling-mounted machine gun in there. And fortunately, I don't necessarily have to fight or engage that ceiling-mounted machine gun myself. When we can use our brains here to turn it off, like so. Goodbye. Yes. And I suppose it'd be a good idea to increase, to top up our health over there, wouldn't it, with that health pack? But I would get rid of this evidence, but there's so much lovely carnage here that I think I'll leave it. But unfortunately, we can't jump on top of tall boxes like this, so what we need to do is get this small one from here and pull it, as we've learned from the tutorial from the hazard course, the training hazard course that I played in the first part of this series. And we need to transport it, push it into the room with the turret, like so, and that will allow us to use the boxes like stairs and hop up there. Except I pushed it a bit too far. I wonder if just the little box on its own can get me up here. Yes. That's nice and convenient, isn't it? And so, wonder if you can do anything to this. Sounds rather bulletproof as I hit it. But I know it's not, because you can shoot it into oblivion if you don't know about turning it off to avoid any conflict whatsoever. Regardless, let's continue. Stealthily, of course, because I'm an immersive type of gamer. And now we make our way up a flight of stairs, closer to the surface, hopefully. That's it, Barney. Use those.
Man, did you see that shot?
Yeah, you're using those skills well that you learned at the practice range.
Smell?
Oh, it's me. You see, I'm rather scared, and I lose control of my bodily functions when I'm scared. Okay, let's go.
Okay, I'll cover you.
Maybe my smell will scare the creatures off, and then we can get out of this place safe. My bodily odor.
Get my hands on the guy responsible for this mess.
Yeah, well, that won't happen until Half-Life 2, I'm afraid, because Wallace Breen has probably already made his escape from this place. He's the administrator, by the way. I would I will destroy these head
Well,
crab
that has to change
corpses.
sooner or later.
But considering the fact that Barney shot them, I feel like I don't have the rights to do that. Especially considering he might want to put them in his trophy room or something after all this is said and done. Love the chest pattern for the crumbs.
Got one.
The head crabs are starting to come out of the ceilings now. Don't worry, you'll be safe once we get around there.
Well, the dimensional breach is definitely transmitting organic matter.
King of understatements there, that scientist, isn't he? Don't worry, I'll save you. Guess they're beyond saving. Yeah, and you might have noticed me shooting there at first, but that was because I saw I wasn't going to be able to rescue him, and so I thought to put him out of his misery before the alien creatures could get hold of him and devour him. And if you know what that line's from, although it isn't exactly the same line, but if you know where I got the idea for that line from, you'll get 10 stage A points. And you might be able to redeem those points in the future in order to get mentions from me in my videos, and maybe even videos from me directed to you personally. I know, that's exciting, isn't it? Stealth isn't quite so good after all. A double-barreled shot didn't work very well there. Oh no, I'm almost dead now. Yes, as you can see, things suddenly started taking a turn for the worse. Oh, didn't react fast enough to that head crab. Gotta love how you can look around.
What's that stench?
My rotting corpse, I'm afraid. Gotta love how you can look around when you're dead, haven't you? So probably won't be going with stealth. It's the same now.
Got another one.
It's good to see you.
Funny because
well, there goes our grant money.
He's pretty tough, that scientist, taking that shot from the vortigons, isn't he? That's not a good sign, is it, of our chances of escaping this place alive, though? But as you can see, those vortigon shots are all hard to avoid. Gotta love the old holding yourself up in a room strategy for taking out enemies, haven't you? Unfortunately, my companions died. An acceptable loss, I suppose. I remember a head crab came here. Gotta love the ominous alien vortigon sounds, haven't you? That's the name of these aliens, by the way. Oh, that wasn't a good shot at all. Run like fun. They've got rather sharp looking hooves, haven't they? Hi there. Yes, double-barreled shots work quite wonderfully on these. Makes you wonder how many of them there's gonna be here, doesn't it? Look at all these bodies here. For some reason it won't let me past them either. Is it just me, or did that body move a bit just then? Don't know. And over there, you can see a head crab walking through thin air. Well, it's actually walking on the spot in thin air, doing its exercise to stay fit, I suppose. After all, it needs to impress those head crab ladies out there, doesn't it? Those female head crabs that it might be attracted to. So many Vortigons here. And its body floats in thin air as well. Amazing, miraculous creatures that these head crabs are. My aim isn't quite so good when I crouch around sneaking, is it? I suppose it's because it's harder to play when you're crouching, well, harder to concentrate on shooting when you're holding the crouch button and whatnot. Got to love that gentle cooing sound from the head crabs, haven't you? Haven't done that in a while, making mincemeat out of corpses, have I? Noticed that very noticeable rotted piece of ceiling tile, by the way. I wonder if that could be concealing anything, I wonder. Kinda sad how even though I was prepared for it, it still managed to hit me, isn't it? But then again, I don't think I feel quite at my best today for some reason. Well, there's always a health kit here to heal us. Those used to kind of fill me with a bit of a creeped out kind of feeling in the past. The beeping sound they'd make when they heal you just seemed kind of a bit scary maybe to me. But it was probably a case of the surroundings that added to that fearful feeling, I suppose. And here we have a scientist who seems to have been killed by a lamp, by a light, by a lamp falling on him, because no one ever said that scientists were physically strong individuals, did they? Because it makes you wonder what we'll see next, doesn't it? Maybe scientists being tortured with cotton buds or something by the aliens. Won't that be truly horrific to witness? Don't think there was anything else in here that I missed either. Yeah, witnessing my OCD manifesting itself here, aren't we? Such a shame this scientist didn't survive. Gotta love his facial expression though, haven't you? And his head awkwardly turned in a way that doesn't look like it'd be possible. Such a shame indeed. Oh, but the scientist that I thought had died is actually alive here.
What if the world finds out what we were doing down here?
I guess he died as a result of a pang of conscience, I suppose, because he was just freaking out at the thought of having to go to the surface and people becoming aware of the experiments that were carried out down here. Such a shame, caught between a rock and a hard place, if ever such a thing was applicable. Let's go onward even more. Oh, and another nice touch about these games is being able to destroy things like doorstops and whatnot. Except this one seems indestructible. I must be thinking of that part of Opposing Force, no, Blue Shift, where you're out in the shipyard, or yeah, where the shipping containers are, and there's these big rolls of heavy stuff that I can't remember, which you need to get to roll away from the doors, from the doors on this shipping container, so that you can progress onward. I have rescued him now from under there. That's nice of me, isn't it? And the big rolls of wiring or whatever are they're stopped by these things which look like big wooden door stops, and you can destroy the wooden door stops by either shooting them or maybe with the crowbar. I did completely destroy that shelving unit, by the way, didn't I? Another case of my OCD making me want to be a total completionist with things. Anyway, let's get to the bottom of those freaky Vortigaunt sounds we've been hearing. Already 22 minutes have passed. I play this way too slowly, don't I?
A fellow scientist.
Funny, I thought I had Vortigaunts.
I predict all of it. I just overheard a secure access transmission. So arrived, and they're coming to rescue us. Of course, I have my doubts that we'll live long enough to greet them.
Don't be such
You
a
have no idea what is going on, do you?
Don't be such a naysayer. I feel safer already knowing that
Failure of
soldiers.
this magnitude is extremely improbable.
I feel safer already knowing soldiers are on the way here. Things are looking up more and more all the time. And you might have noticed on these Vortigaunt corpses the green collars and the wristbands and whatnot. They aren't a fashion statement, in case you were wondering. Instead, they're used to control these creatures, because they're actually slaves that are being utilized as soldiers by a force greater than them, and they're being used to invade and take in attempt to try and take over the earthly realm by the alien intelligence controlling them. And yes, that's an alien intelligence we will meet at the end of the game, by the way. And the last times I played this and looked at Vortigaunt corpses, I couldn't help but wonder what these black tube-like things are, which seem to be in their throats. I mean, I never really noticed them in Half-Life 2 or whatever, so it makes you wonder what kind of function these carry out, doesn't it? Almost look a bit like Tesla coils to me, so maybe they're organic Tesla coils or something, which helped them to generate that green electricity which you see when they attack me. And currently leave all these Vortigern corpses here as a grim ward in order to let people know, let any hostile alien creatures know that they shouldn't follow me. Whereas for Barney, yes, his neck appears to be broken too. Barney is the name of the security guards, by the way, which you can't really see from that security badge on his chest. But oh well, at least he finally got to rest in peace. So let's continue onward. But first I'll put an end to this defiance of the laws of nature. Because bodies aren't supposed to float in the air like that. Oh, sounds like I just crushed another cockroach. Notice that window up there with a rather questionable looking structure on the ceiling, and that's bad news for us. Hopefully this turret will do our work for us now. For some reason I just couldn't get around that head crab there. That was a quick reaction on my part, wasn't it? But that wasn't quite so much. By the way, have you noticed the mouth opening and closing on the chest of those things? Rather scary and disturbing, isn't it? And as you can see, I'm backing him off like Ric Flair here. Oh, don't kill me, please. Just kidding. So, I believe it's possible to destroy this by throwing a grenade in there. Like so. Such a shame to waste all that money, isn't it? Destroying turrets which should have been here to protect us Black Mesa scientists. Hopefully there'll be health or something in here, but no. Don't know why I'm still using stealth, even though it isn't all that great in this game. They say that's a marksman's worst nightmare in life, to pull the trigger on a gun and hear nothing but a click like I just did then, and that's because his throat. Just to make sure he doesn't get up and attack us as a zombie Vortigons, maybe. Oh, and by the way, before I finish this video, make sure you visit NoGamerYouKnow's channel for more gaming goodness.
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hey, what the hell are you doing down here? Get topside! I hear troops are coming in to save us. Now, I wonder if those boys could have made a bigger mess.
Don't give me your orders. I'm a scientist here, and therefore I'm one of your bosses.
This place is
Understands?
a lot bigger than I thought.
Understands, sunshine. And why would you work in a place if you don't know about the whole layout of it? Although come to think about it, I'm in the same boat really, working in this place and knowing very little about the horrors that might be happening in other branches of the place. Anyway, before moving on and facing the horrors that we can hear all around us, I'll stop the game for now. In this rather safe feeling little corner room here, by an exit door, maybe promising us that we're not far from getting to the surface and being rescued. So, without further ado, we'll both say goodbye. Me and Barney here. Goodbye, viewers. Also just heard a bull squid just then as well. So will I win against it, or will it eat me? And make Gordon Freeman nothing more than a memory. Tune in next time to find out, folks. Goodbye.